Hello from Vietnam. Love you guys.
I'm Anthony King. Welcome to my channel. We live Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. I got my boy with me. This is the guy behind the scenes, man, who brings all my videos to life. He does all the editing. He's the master magician. This is his first time in Vietnam. This is my first time in Vietnam.
Woo!
So man, what do you think of Vietnam? What's your first impression of Vietnam?
It's a lot of people.
Hello.
Hello. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things to do, a lot of places to go, a lot of people to meet. I mean, what more can you ask for? It's like New York, but without all the angry people.
So you're saying that you feel like people are friendly out here?
Oh, definitely friendly. I mean, I'm walking up and down the street. I mean, the girls are saying hi. The old ladies are friendly. Even the bums. The bums aren't harassing you. What more can you ask for?
Yeah. Yeah, that was my experience in China too. Even though you're in a country where most of the people do not speak your language, they're still trying to come up and conversate with you. They're even making the assumption like you almost speak their language.
Yeah.
Just because they want to talk to you.
But I get it. It's like if we were in America, I would expect you to speak English.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Which is so crazy because in the United States, like we don't expect anybody to speak anything. But that's what's crazy. You go to China, man, there is not very many signs. Once you leave the airport,
oh yeah,
nothing's in English.
Yeah, you gotta know what you're doing.
You come to Vietnam, same thing. Once you leave the airport, everything is in Vietnamese, pretty much.
Yeah. There are a few signs here and there, like it says motorbike and rental, sale. There's a couple things translated, but man, you gotta have your Google Translator on.
Oh yeah, for sure. So what do you think about this motorbike and e-bike phenomenon that's in Asia, but yet it doesn't exist in the United States at all?
I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's a lifestyle, not just because I think in America we think of things more from a financial standpoint, and e-bikes are much more simpler to use. They're easier to store. You don't need big parking spaces. So I think there's a lifestyle reason why people prefer to have the e-bikes besides just the financial.
Yeah, I think when you see how many of them are on the road, I think it actually reduces traffic.
Yeah.
If you replace all these bikes,
yeah,
and you put cars, like the roads are way more congested.
You're sitting in traffic for hours versus when you're on an e-bike. I mean, you could ride on the sidewalk.
Yeah,
what are you doing? You know?
Yeah, people are parking the e-bikes on the sidewalks.
Yeah, I saw somebody pull an e-bike into the shop. I mean,
yeah. So it's definitely like parking. It's way more convenient, you know, living in the city, riding like motorbikes and e-bikes.
And the girls here are beautiful, man. Just natural beauty, no makeup, no fake hair, minimal on the fake nails, minimal on the jewelry and designer stuff. Just regular women, bro.
Yeah, you also don't see too much makeup on a lot of the women in Vietnam. In China, you do, but in Vietnam, from what I've seen so far, it doesn't seem like they seem more like everyday girl.
Yeah.
Versus like trying to be dolled up.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that it doesn't exist at all. It just doesn't seem to be as big of a thing. Yeah. Now, when it comes to the e-bikes and the motorbikes, we've seen a lot of crazy stuff, right? Like we'll see mom, dad, and a child.
Yeah, the whole family on special delivery. Delivering washers and stuff.
Yeah, people riding around on these bikes, and they got entire washing machines on the back. I made a video in China that we used for one of the videos on the site, and people were saying that you can't go to the grocery store. And I'm thinking,
Man.
this perspective is one from somebody who has never been to Asia, obviously.
I'm pretty sure somewhere in this city, somebody's figured out a way to deliver a refrigerator on one of these bikes. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
Like a couch, you know what I mean? A table. I'm sure somebody's delivered one on a bike.
Yeah, they're very resourceful. Like in Hainan, China, which is very similar weather to Vietnam. We're only like an hour away from Hainan, China, if you jump on a plane.
Oh man, get this.
But there's so much rain that they build roofs on these e-bikes for the rainy season. So they might not get snow. They don't have cold winters out here in Vietnam or Hainan, China. But I can tell you this: in the rainy season, they're still riding the e-bikes. Everything that you're seeing during the summer, you're still seeing it the other times of the year.
Yeah.
But I definitely think the e-bikes and the motorbikes, it's embedded in the culture at this point.
Yeah.
I was reading online, and the amount of motorbikes in Vietnam, it basically is, for every person that lives in the country of Vietnam, it's like 100 million people, and 75 million motorbikes are registered in Vietnam. So for every 100 people, 75 own motorbikes.
Yeah. That's not including people that rent them by the day,
Yeah.
or rent them for an hour.
Uh-huh.
They might not even own an e-bike, but they're just renting it for 2 hours.
Yeah. I don't know. I really like the culture in Asia.
Yeah.
I like it because it's so different.
Yeah.
You walk out of the house, you walk out of the hotel, it doesn't matter what you're doing. It's like everything that you see, it's like you've never seen it before.
Yeah.
And it really is, you know, when they talk about the East versus the West, when they talk about like it's different, it's like everything about it is different.
Yeah. No, I mean, we're in the metropolitan area. We walked around for a total of what, a couple hours?
Yeah.
And I've seen a total of 3 bums. You know what I'm like? It's just so different.
In some ways, I would say that like Vietnam is not where China is at this point. As far as like infrastructure, quality of life, it's not as good for sure. It's obvious.
Yeah.
But it seems comparable to Mexico, maybe even a little bit better than Mexico.
Way better.
Because I've been to Mexico several times.
The roads are paved here.
Yeah, well, and in northern Mexico it is too. Now I haven't been into the heart of Mexico. I've just been to like Tijuana, Juarez, like all of the northern kind of Mexican, like big border cities.
Yeah.
But I would definitely say that Vietnam is comparable to Mexico. It's just an Asian version of it. It has almost the same amount of people too. So anyways, we're just walking the streets of Vietnam. The nightlife is real. People are everywhere. Traffic is everywhere. Man. This is not Friday or Saturday night. This is like Wednesday.
Yeah. Regular.
So.
And it's hot.
Yeah. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. He's got on his t-shirt. He's wishing he was in shorts, I'm pretty sure. It's like 90 degrees every day.
Yeah.
and this is considered the cooler time of the year. So, and put it in perspective for you. So, yeah, we're at a big part of the skyline area right now. They got a building here with the big Vietnam flag. So I think, man, this is like the suitable ending to another video from Anthony King. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe. We are international. We're trying to show everybody about this passport life.
We got more footage, more content, more countries, more cities, more stuff that you guys want to see, and we're delivering it in a dope way. Stay tuned.
And if you're wondering why I'm always riding around e-bikes in the United States, because once you come to Asia and you see this and you experience it, you fall in love with it. It's just, it's a different vibe, a different way of life. So, on that note, leave a comment. Till next time, keep building, keep grinding to have the life you want.
I'm not off the juice, baby, but I walk in a room and I'm stumbling. Losing the noose, baby, what a man gotta do to get up in it. Cruise down Melrose at the top, down in the Astons. Tight like Velcro, we can talk about all of your passions and your fashion.